Welcome to the super fast TouchDesigner tutorial series. Today we'll build a liquid noise surface using POPs. We'll deform a high-res grid using animated noise and sine patterns, blend them with mathematics calculations, and render it out with a glossy PBR material and deep rim lighting. Now let's see how the network is structured. If you want to learn TouchDesigner in depth, go to school. Trusted by more than 350 students with a big community and monthly project file reviews, it is the place to learn TouchDesigner. Chapter 1. Overview. The logic here is to generate a high-density point field and manipulate its position using layered noise and math operators. We will then feed that into a geometry network for high-quality PBR rendering. We are using a grid to define our initial shape, applying 4D noise for the liquid motion and mixing it with sine patterns for added complexity. Finally, we set up a professional lighting environment using HDRI maps for those metallic reflections. Simple and straightforward. Let's dive in. If you want to explore more than 100 TouchDesigner project files, access special plugins, VJ packs, and 3D assets, visit Patreon. Join more than 7,000 creators exploring these resources. Chapter 2. Network. For the render setup, I used a camera viewport for the interactive viewer, and for the reflections I used a point light and an environment light with an HDRI image. For the camera controls, I have this button radio, assigned to the camera presets. Next, we need a null chop. Connect this null chop to a lag chop. In the lag chop, set the lag values to 1. This gives us smooth transitions for the camera movement. Now let's build the geometry foundation. Create a grid pop. Set the size to 2 on the y-axis. We need high detail, so set the columns to 250 and the rows to 250. Connect the grid pop to a noise pop. This is our primary displacement. Set the amplitude to 0.4. In the transform page, now let's give it some motion in the translate 4D, using abs time.seconds, multiplied by 0.1. In the output page, set the combine attribute scope to p.z, so it only moves on the z-axis. Perfect. Connect that to a second noise pop to add finer detail. Set the seed to 2, the period to 5, and the harmonic spread to 5. The amplitude should be a subtle 0.01. For the translate 4D in the transform page, let's give it motion with abs time.seconds, multiplied by 0.05. In the output page, change the combine entity to curl 3D and the attribute scope to P, X, Y. For video mapping without installation, use the mesher in your browser. Generate infinite animations via code by injecting 3JS or P5 scripts. Of course, you can also import footage straight from your computer if you want to map any specific video clip for your project. And finally, you can capture real-time video from your webcam, OBS, or even capture any screen from your own desktop. It's perfect for small projects and for creators looking to experiment with this type of viral video mapping content. Now let's create a secondary deformation layer. Create a pattern pop. Set the number of points to 62,500 to match our grid density. Set the type to sine, 0, 0. Set the number of cycles to 3, 1, and 1. Finally, set the map to high to 0.1, 1, and 1. Now create a mathematics pop. Connect the last noise pop to the first input and the pattern pop to the second input. Set the operation to A plus B and the scope A to P and scope B to N1_P. This blends our noise and sine patterns. Connect the mathmix to a normal pop to recalculate our surface normals for the lighting. For blob tracking without any installation, use the blobs directly in your browser. Generate thousands of target combinations with more than 25 presets, including retro, modern, and futuristic styles. Of course, you can import footage straight from your computer and tweak the parameters to your taste. Also, you can capture real-time video from your phone, webcam, or even capture any screen from your own desktop. It's perfect for small, real-time projects, specifically for making tech brutalism, surveillance art aesthetics, or data artworks. Now, grab a select pop and reference your normal pop. Connect this into a geometry comp. Create that PBR material and set the metallic to 0.8 and the roughness to 0.05. Now apply the material to the geometry. Now let me show you the light setup quickly. This light is set up with a blue color and the dimmer to 50. The environment light with the HDRI has a dimmer value of 0.5. For the render, I have this render top with a resolution of 720 by 1280 sent to an out top to view the result. Now let's add some simple color correction. Add a level top. Go to the pre-page and set the gamma to 0.5 to give it more contrast. Simple as that, a quick setup for a noise-driven animated surface. See you on the next tutorial. I hope you've successfully completed this tutorial. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and smash the like button. If you have any questions, feel free to ask in the comments.